The race for the Ivy League regular season title has arrived in Cambridge. 9th-ranked Harvard welcomes the number 2 team in the nation to town in Princeton. 2 of the best offenses in the country, including some Toward Sound finalist hopefuls ready to set off some fireworks in front of a sellout crowd at Jordan Field. The inside track to host the conference tournament on the line today. Welcome to the Ivy League on ESPN. Muller mashes the B button and hits the assist. Malone finishes. Muller with the apple. It's a party at Jordan Field. Shades of LeBron and D. Wade. Muller was celebrating before the goal went in. Slip pass. Pape with the big left. Oh, the laser went over the bar. Pape's got some serious strength. Maybe we shouldn't be surprised. His dad, Philip, runs Pape's Powerhouse, a gym for youth athletes. He was also the coach for Andrew and his brother Gabe growing up. Gabe also committed to the Terriers program. He'll be a freshman next year.
Aubrey Zapatello is suited up and has a chance to make his season debut tonight. Nearly a year to the day since he suffered that season-ending leg injury a year ago. He's been spending most of his time right here on this bike. We'll see if he gets a chance to come in tonight, guys. But regardless, he's been chatting a lot with his brother Ajax, who joined the staff as an assistant last year. It's been a burn the boats mindset for Hop, working nonstop to make his return, and the support from his best friend, now coach and brother.
Before we get to the matchup this afternoon, we'd like to pause and begin the broadcast by honoring the life and legacy of Siena head coach Liam Gleason. He tragically passed away on December 3rd. Coach G, as he was affectionately known, was far more than a coach. He was a presence in the locker room, on campus, the capital region, and the entire lacrosse community. He was universally loved on and off the field and lived the values he preached, effort and attitude. He was in the locker room every day, connecting with his guys, bringing the juice, as he called it, and giving encouragement to everyone he met. Joe's daughter, Bella, plays for the women's team as they win a face-off to get a possession going here to start. She's a freshman, and last week she made her debut for the Black Knights right here on this very field. First playing time of the season for her, and now her dad leading the men's team gets to come right in on the heels of that. The men's and the women's teams for Army West Point share a facility, so they'd see each other in passing all the time. On Thursday, he said he drove Bella and a couple of her friends down to the barracks in the morning, and he said it's just so much fun to have that interaction with her all the time. For as effective as Princeton is at essentially every end of the field, they allow opponents to clear at just about 92%, near the bottom of the country. Not too much of an effort put there. Allows the Crimson to get it down here and into this shot clock. 30 seconds still on the timer. Cortez thought about it. Miller not letting him get anywhere, but the bouncer on the crease, and Malone's put the Crimson back in front. Now it's the LSM, John Young, tasked with stopping one in white, bounces it home. BU gets the win.
It really felt like the ball movement picked up there in the second half for you guys. Walk me through what worked so well.
Yeah, honestly, I think in the beginning we were just rushing our shots. You know, we were getting decent looks, but we knew we could have gotten great looks.
It was such a special moment to be there yesterday at practice as the team went wild for Zach Magicomo. Been such a tough year for their entire family. His dad, Brian, fighting cancer, but he still comes to games or watches every single one from home. He's at Nickerson Field today, so them getting to debut these special shirts with BM and the blue ribbon on them, an awesome way just to support a part of this Terriers family. They also have stickers on their helmets as well. It was a surprise from the entire staff. Nobody knew about it until that moment where Coach Poley brought them in yesterday, announcing it at practice. He said it's just been a really tough year for Zach, balancing college athletics, but also being there for his dad through all this, and that's why they wanted to have him in the starting lineup on the wing today. Chance for Brown. Wertheim draws a slide, dumps it in. Coming around is Hopsicker. What a start for the Bears. Beautiful stretch pass and an opening up top. Phillips diving out to make the save. They recruited him because of his athleticism and the ability to run the 10-man. He just laid it out. Cortez down the alley, skipped in. Who else? Turley's got a hattie.
Over the top comes Finn Lawrence. Again, getting some time here, some run with this second midfield unit. He's been pushing in practice for more playing time with this group, along with just his responsibilities on the man up. So Mike Morgan, offensive coordinator for the Terriers, going with this guy here, matched up on the short stick. It's Monterio, gets the roll. He's comfortable. It's normally an attackman. Oh, stutter step, bouncer goes! Hart puts the Terriers back up 2.
Coach told us coming in, somebody was going to have to win matchups consistently. A couple of the goals you scored, you run by someone, you get right into the middle. How did you find a way with those matchups to win?
Yeah, I think it was just trusting our game plan. Like, we noticed Cuse, tends to kind of like their matchups and stay in their guys.
Yard sale, what a check! Logan Stiles just upended Evan Plunkett. You do not see that every day.
It was a week of practice with intent, as we heard from this coaching staff. And a big part of that for Harvard this year, the scout team, they get all the information and the scout from the coaches a day before everybody else on the Crimson roster. And 2 guys that have been huge for the scout team this year, Mac Moan and Hudson McCarthy. They've been leading the unit. Mac played Owen Duffy in practice last week, helping the Crimson get ready for that tilt with the Tar Heels. Hudson's been dealing with multiple knee injuries coming out of high school, but Jerry Burns said he's going to be a weapon when he's fully healthy.
Turnover in transition. Kem loads it up, and he scores! Pole goal for the senior captain, and his first of the year. Coming off that loss on Saturday against the Raiders, it was a closed-door captain's meeting with the rest of the team. Coaches not allowed. Run by Connor Kem.
15 assists on the 17 goals you guys had. It seemed like the offense was clicking a little bit better maybe than Saturday. What were your takeaways there?
I think we moved the ball really well. We really focused on ourselves this week.
One of the best traditions for Navy lacrosse. Every year, the players vote on somebody to rock the number 40. It honors Brendan Looney, who is a lacrosse captain, led the team to the 2004 National Championship game against Syracuse, went on to become a Navy SEAL. But Looney was killed in Afghanistan in September 2010. Completely player voted. Coaches have nothing to do with it. This year, it's Sam Muir, the senior from Bethesda, Maryland, and it represents be strong, accountable, and never complain. 3 principles that Brendan Looney lived by. Coach Amplo said Sam does everything he can to be the best version of himself on and off the field. He's always doing extra work and holding teammates accountable despite not getting much playing time. Said it was the closest vote ever between Muir and also Race Ripley. 13 is a legendary number for Colgate University. 13 men founded the university with 13 articles. To honor that history, the Colgate men's lacrosse team doesn't have a number 13 on the roster, but it's given out every week at practice. This week it's Andrew Lehrman. Matt Carwick started the tradition to spotlight someone with grit, growth, and gratitude. He said that's the foundation of what he wants the group to be about. The team gets fired up about it every week when it's given out on Mondays. Jerry Burns said it's almost like a post defense out there. We love our physicality, jamming guys up, beating them to the spot. We got to keep rolling with it. The Syracuse end with Gary Gate said, the offense is just a matter of getting reorganized. We got away from us a little bit, settle down, and we'll be totally fine.
An Ancient 8 clash between 2 squads, just about an hour apart. Brown 0-2 to start the Ivy League. Harvard 7th in the country. The opposite 2-0. 3-3, kind of that money line to find your way into the Ivy League tournament. This one will go a long way, and we're going to take a trip down memory lane to start because the last 4 games between the Crimson and the Bears have been 1-goal affairs. You go back to 2022, a 12-11 game, 13th ranked Brown at the buzzer. Devin McLean stonewalled by Kyle Mullen, a walk-off save to give the Crimson the victory. We move along. 2023, it was lucky 13 for Harvard. Teddy Malone tied the game in the 4th with 13 seconds remaining. In overtime, it was Sam King again with 13 on the timer to clinch the dub for the Crimson. And the celebration ensued. We're not done. 2024, another big deficit from Brown. Behind 11-6. 4 unanswered down the stretch, including 2 from Marcus Wertheim. And we go to under a minute left.
after that scoring run to make it a 1-goal game. Brown needed possession. Sam King holding onto the rock, and a flag flies. The Crimson able to run out the clock with the man advantage, once again sealing the victory. And we move to a year ago at Brown, final game of the season for the 3-9 Brunos, giving Harvard everything they could handle. But in overtime, King to Spidell, ball game, and that went a long way towards clinching that at-large spot into the NCAA tournament for Harvard, leading us in to the huge one today at Jordan Field. Jess Todd and Adam Pascal along with you. I mean, we're juiced up for this game, Adam, and good reason after what we just saw.